Hi Pisces, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence in the spirit of June. If you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Pisces, we'll scry your ink blot, add on Tarot and Oracle, and we've got the spirit box here cooking for any audio additions that may stand out for education or entertainment. All right. Thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I'm going to take a moment here, Pisces, to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception and letting go of the linear landscape.
Burned.
Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's go. I do have ink all over my hands. Sorry.
Apologize.
Sorry, not sorry. All right, Pisces, I'm going to dig in here. What is standing out for you? See a very large a very large dragon. It has a blue tail and a green back. So it might be like a water dragon or the color blue. It might be emotionally attached to you. Maybe you're working with dragon energy.
Prisoner.
Maybe it has something. I'm seeing the Om symbol. You might be doing yoga. It might start to step into a practice. Pisces, that births something that will help bring something closer to you is how I'm feeling it. Something in like the vibration of Om. Yeah, it'll just help magnetize what it is that you are working with, because I do feel like there's something in the dragon energy that maybe I don't personally understand. Oops, we're good. I'm seeing a creative gap. I wanted to say hole, but I heard gap. And it looks like this gap is like an opportunity, like Carrot Top. It could be really exciting. It's also, it's like touching the tail of the dragon. So I don't know if something's like encouraging you to step into something that could be fun, like comedy.
Brother.
That's what it feels like. Something comedian-like. Okay, we're going to start adding on some Tarot and Oracle, Pisces. So thank you so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe. And for those who donate and support the channel, you warm my haunted heart. So gratitude galore. And we'll flip your ink blot later on in June to get another look-see for perspective possibilities. I'm also seeing celery. Celery and carrots. I'm seeing somebody stick out their tongue. Nana boo boo. Okay, so it's like an ice sword. So I'm seeing like a sword that's really, really cold. And I'm about to like stick my tongue on it, like in the, like I don't know, like I feel like I'm seeing a movie where there's a metal pole and you're like skiing or snowboarding and you're going to touch it with your tongue. It's like I want to make sure about something. And then I go into the Carrot Top kind of laughing about it. Cleaning houses on the bottom. Okay, let's see here what's going on. Commitment, unseen was goblins. Okay. So, there we go. Yep. I'm going to get there in 2 shakes. Magical map shifter and coming apart, and along with magic stream. I wonder if that dragon's like Puff the Magic Dragon. The goblins are in my head. That's how I'm feeling. The goblins are in my head. And I want to make a commitment for comedy. Maybe humor is healing, adding humor and healing, possibly along with vegetables as well, adding more vegetables in. Maybe that's an inspiration. Maybe it's something the Piscean collective is already doing. And once I commit, or maybe you already have, okay, so not using humor as a coping mechanism, but as a creative way, like miming, or what's that? Improv, something to like loosen things up. Actually, if I'm being honest, to encourage me not to touch my tongue to this metal sword. It's yours. You know, you might have had to really cut something off. I think you were juggling a whole lot. And it felt like kind of coming apart at the seams. Like maybe there's a time that you're reflecting upon, or it was very present, or there's something in the aura of Pisces that it's like, this is coming apart. Maybe it's as large as humanity. You feel like maybe seeing the big picture, the puzzle isn't being put together, or simply what you want for your life. And I don't mean simply, but I mean simplifying it to bring it home where I can create change. Job, career, family, friends, yada, 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 yada. So it's like, what do I want to juggle, Pisces? What do I want to juggle? I kind of want to be on a lazy river right now. Emotionally, I want to be on a lazy river. That's how I'm feeling. I want to cruise. You know, Pisces, you know, you want to get in the water and just cruise. But I'm feeling a lot, or I've been coming through a place of feeling a lot, very earthly with those goblins. Like it's in Cranberries. It's in your head. In your head. Zombies. So that song, the meaning might, you know, like you might know if you know. Hermit coming through to support. There's this underlying ice cold water, which is so refreshing. But it's like I want to be on vacation in warm water, Pisces. That's how I'm feeling. Is that where we're going? Or, you know, trying to get, maybe you're taking a side gig as a comedian or something. You're like, you know what, this will help me get that vacation I want.
Dislike.
Yeah, because there's some complications here in the center. It feels like I'm wearing a corset and my lungs, I can't breathe. It's just, things are too tight. There's lots of things coming at me, and I'm in love with them all. Serenity now. I want to go on vacation. Like, this is how it's feeling. I'm seeing like my eyebrows, like, you know, it could even be, is it Charlie Chaplin, like the cigar, or one of those old time. But then at the same time, I'm also seeing them like Oscar the Grouch eyebrows. Like, I'm starting to get a little grouchy, but I don't know what the timeline is of all this. I'm looking for balance. Little pissy. Okay. What's on the bottom here? Love. Yeah, there's so much love. There's so much love. And lovers is underneath it with the 10 of crystals. And it's like and then balance. Okay, so this is all supporting from underneath. I'm going to take a moment here to scry the art. If you're new to me, I'm Steph, and I create ink blots and then I read them. And I also read the art primarily on tarot and oracle. Also taking, you know, the meanings, but I leave that up to you first and foremost. Somebody might be in like a third party situationship, love triangle, or I really love my job, but I love doing my hobby more, or I love You know what I'm saying? The trifecta of a triangle could, in regards to love, the
Hello.
frequency of love can be many different things. But for simplicity's sake, we'll call it a situationship. And there's some sort of delusion that you can juggle this all, that you can juggle everything. Simplify. Oh, that's why this simplification came in. Okay, so I can balance things. Interesting. I feel like you know this. That's why maybe I want to go on vacation. Because things prior to that, hermiting, I kind of want to reflect on the integrity of things that I want. I respect tradition, but I don't want to rebel. But I kind of feel like I'm rebelling, but I'm not a rebel. That's not the point. Like, what does that get you? But I need to move out of stagnation. Okay. All right, Pisces. I'm going to come back to your ink blot. This is, if this is resonating and this is your scry story, like by all means. Okay, we're going to go there first. Corset. Yeah, it's getting tighter and tighter. The mountain. Hermit. Okay. I'm going to wander down a little bit here and see what else comes through, because I feel like this humor, maybe it's somebody who makes you laugh. It's important. It breaks up stagnant energies, but I feel like that's standing out. I'm seeing hippopotamuses. Hippopotami. Hippopotamus is. Hippopotamus. I'm also seeing Cancer crab. This is all very much in the sacral energy, so there might be some maybe some really good sex going on. Maybe it's a sexual energy that's where do I want to put that? The kiss. Like, where do I want to put that? Because you might be in a time in your life where there's, I don't want to say an access, because it's not so much how it's feeling, but it's, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. And I love myself and I'm feeling good. Do feel like I need a little rest, but I've been juggling a whole lot. Situations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. So I have the kiss and the offering here. Somebody stands out and offers you something. The warrior, the womb. Thank you. Okay. I feel like this is a pairing within myself. Like I'm nurturing the seeds that the warrior within me gives, and that comes back into that rebellious nature. But is rebellion, contemplation here, just taking me to the other extreme of tradition? So am I going to learn the same thing and just bounce back, but thinking I'm moving around it? I'm not sure. Or moving farther away from tradition to come back to the middle? I'm not entirely sure. I'd like to think about it. I want to go on vacation. That's what I want to do. Pisces, that's what I want to do. Okay, is there anything else that I'm seeing here? I'm talking, so there's a little cave of a conversation that's happening, and I don't know if it's within the Piscean energy in the aura, or if you have two spirit guides, you know, kind of like the angel and the devil for symbolic sake. No, actually, there's a third one. No, the third one is you. The third one is your essence. And I'm feeling small, but this isn't in a measurement of good, bad, or ugly. This is just simply in relation to these two other energies that are two different shapes. It's like somebody might make you really, really laugh, and then somebody's a really good, like, UFC fighter. And then it's like, well, how do you choose between the two when whatever context these are in? It could be two different jobs. One fulfills you financially.
What do I do?
One challenges you, and one nurtures your creativity type thing, as a broad example. Beloved, radical acceptance, from, again, more in the heart space. And it's like my heart wants them, whatever this situationship is to come together and be one. I'm the one. I feel a little lost. Yeah. So I'm speaking to my guides for some direction. I'm speaking to these spirits for direction. And really the conversation that I feel that's being had is questions are being asked for you to answer your own questions. Yes? Yes. Dust devil. Yeah, they're asking questions in return. What was this unseen thing here? Whoops, sorry. Horned cactus, resourcefulness. You might be protecting something within the self. I'm strong. I can do all this. Like all the points on the cacti. I'm protecting my water. The dragon energy, but it's coming back in. If I may, now we'll do this. Okay. See if I can do this without bothering Mr. Mike. So up here is where that dragon is, and then there's the tail. And I'm focusing on the green part here, and that's where I want to slide in Mr. Cacti of resources. And I might be a little sharp. And all of this is so much about love and accepting something between two things, at least two things. I being a guest in the Piscean energy, thank you, might be the third of this, whatever this choice is. And my guides are there. It's almost like there's a how do I say that? I don't want to say conflict, because it's like they're counterparts. They're counterparts, right? That's how that feels like. It feels like counterparts. All right, I'm going to scry through here. Sometimes it's a little awkward, but we'll see what else stands out as we're getting ready to close out here for Pisces. You're definitely creating change and making a new map of sorts. Something is simplifying to give you that ease, that vacation feel more often than not. That was a lot of cards, but we'll take the top one with the star. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay, I guess we're taking them all. Hilarious. Page of Wands and Six of Wands. All right, we'll take them. We'll take them. It was just a big purge. Maybe that's what it's like cleaning out the bottom of a purse, right? It's like you gotta purge. Eight of Swords could be starting to feel a little tight, but you're the star of some show. You're the star of some situationship. Personal, professional.
Not.
I don't know that you want to be, but you're in the position. You're in the position to choose this job, that job. You know what I just heard? If something is like a full-time job, can there be some sort of negotiating by asking questions to the career mode of this or the job mode of this? So someone's like, oh, okay, well, this is, 40 to 60 hours a week and da-da-da-da-da. Is there a way to talk about the contractual obligations to say, can I commit 30 hours in office with, 10 to 15 hours offsite at home or remotely? Because it's like, it frees me up a little bit.
Finish.
So then I might possibly be able to also be available for this other opportunity. Or really by simply saying, I understand it's a full-time position, but I'm looking for part-time. And then being able to do two things part-time. Now, when it comes to the people thing, you got to do what feels good to you, right? Those are all very, very personal in how they're alignment. But maybe a conversation, because I don't know if something's hidden or not. If it's like all the parties involved are aware. But it does feel like there's one in particular, if I may, as you're kind of cleaning up in this Queen of Swords. And you're gazing up towards the star, communicating with your guides. And there is one that it's almost like without seeing it, there's a third choice. And I'm not saying, severing everything. But either there's one person, one opportunity, or somebody else coming in, like choosing you.
When?
But even if you have that conversation with a corporation or a job and you're like, I'd really like this to be, there's so much purging here. Okay. And they might be like, yeah, one of them will be like that. You know what? That could actually open us up for opportunities for this, that, or the other. Page of Wands, Six of Wands. You are going to be congratulated from spirit around you, the aura of the Piscean energies, for unbinding yourself and kind of, there's that Page of Wands bringing in that humor, that passion, the laughing about this. And I feel like at some point in time, Pisces, whatever this is, you are going to laugh about it. You're going to look back and go, remember that? Remember that? I stressed out about that so much, this, that, or the other. It looks small, but the energy of it's really big. Okay. Pause in your journey and it's time to lead. Making the decision with ease. What feels easy? Not effortless, not perfect. What emotionally, energetically feels ease? What helps me flow versus hold in my water of resources, like the cacti? Nothing against the cacti, but you know what I'm saying? Commune with source.
Carol.
There is a solution for every problem, and you belong to paradise. I'll bring these up as well for you if you would like to see. It's like maybe singing your Christmas carol. Something about Christmas. Maybe by the end of the year. You are communing with source. And interesting, though, that it's externalized into guides.
Move it. Where?
They're supporting the source of the one, which is you. Strengthening that sense of self. There is a solution to every problem. There's the unbinding again. The unwinding. And you belong to paradise. On a whole sidebar here, it's like somebody's going on vacation, Pisces. Maybe that's what you need. You just need to step away, go and think. What matters most to you? I'm seeing a rubber chicken. Hilarious. Rubber chicken. There is something about humor going on here. I feel like you're hungry to make that decision, but you're hungry to also just like, I don't know. Not being juggling so many things, whatever those things are, whatever these roles are, and using communication as a key. And I'm seeing it as an example. Like even if you have a bunch of kids, and when I say a bunch, it could be, one, but one child can feel like 25 sometimes, depending on their energy. And it's like starting to communicate to them or have them start taking on roles to trust and build so they can be more self-sufficient for, one, their future, of course, and two, to help ease the myriad of ways that energy is being sent out through you. You're birthing something, magnetizing those around you. I'm seeing something about, what is this? Sorry, as I'm getting ready to close here, Pisces, and I know I ramble on way too long for the most part, but I thoroughly enjoy those who are astronauts with me. Seeing a cauldron, earth magic coming out. You're going to make it happen. You're going to make it happen. Because you are the magic. You are the magic. All right, Pisces. I hope you have a lovely vacation. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Please also know that there's like a sidebar here of like money and emotions. So that could also be part of the whole job thing, or with people. Maybe somebody has, makes more money, or somebody's more emotionally fulfilling. There's obviously a decision to be made. Your heart knows. Until next time when we flip it, I will see you then.